So it's good that they're doing restoration with lime and they're not using cement.
So during my Gaur Pandava trip, which I did recently, there is another place called Nanda Dirghi Vihara, or it's in a place called what they refer to now as Jagjivanpur. It's around 40, you can say around 40 to 50 kilometers from Pandua, and it's so if you are doing a Gaur Pandua trip, and then that's the best way to visit. From Pandu you can extend the trip. The trip will take you to little outskirts, and you have to pass through a lot of Santhali villages, outskirts, a lot of cultivated field, and then it will take roughly around one and a half hours to 150 minutes, and then you will reach Jagjivanpur, the excavation site.
So now I've arrived finally at Nanda Dirghi Vihara. It's called Jagjivanpur. I think around 90s or 80s, they had discovered they had started the excavation. There was a mound out here, and you can see a lot of restoration work going on. Now there'll be a museum out there. So the discovery of a copper plate charter compelled archaeologists to explore the village, Jagjivanpur, and consequently 5 major mounds, Tuglahita, Akrahidanga, Neemdanga, and Maibita were identified having antiquarian remains. So I'll just take a quick photograph, and maybe later on I would be explaining to you. So it's good that they're doing restoration with lime and they're not using cement.
So what happened was that there was one villager who was trying to dig his land, and then he found a huge copper plate, and obviously the language was in 19th century Sanskrit language, and when it was decrypted, it was the deed of it was from the copper plate inscription of Mahendrapala actually, and the weight of the copper plate was nearly around 12 kgs and weighed around 15 centimeter by 38 centimeter, and it was issued by Emperor Mahendrapala on what they say the second day of Boishak, in the I mean, which was called the regnal year of 1854. So the copper plate actually is in Malda Museum. It's there. It's in lock and key. Once this place is up and functioning, the museum is up. The copper plate will be moved out here. Actually, the copper plate states that Mahendrapala, the son, the successor of Devapala, announces before the body of officers and persons assembled on the occasion of a land grant ceremony that this Mahasenapati General Varjadeva had intended to donate the land adjacent to Nanda Digrihi Udranga Mahavira Vihara erected by him for attainment of religion merits of his parents and people on earth for the worship of Buddhist deities and maintenance and performance of religious rites which include copying manuscripts by monks in who would be residing in this vihara. So a lot of during the excavation, which you can see, so if you're in Kolkata, please do visit the state archaeological museum in Behala. Out there, you will find a copy of this plate, not the original one, but you will be able to see it. And there is a table, huge replica which they have made on the table, and of course there are photographs and all the different artifacts, beads, and terracotta items that were recovered from this place. So it's a must visit. So I've visited many Buddhist sites across Orissa, and also in Bengal you have Tilpi and Dosha. But in Tilpi and Dosha there is nothing much left. But out here this is very similar to what I had seen in and around Orissa. So they were actually following a similar pattern when it comes to designing. Next, we were given a special tour of. I mean, the museum is not ready, but this is the roughly the interiors of the museum where we have the photograph. The same things actually. The copy of it you can see in the Behala Museum also. The photographs as well as the original artifacts and all. Um, some are original, some are copy, but it would be a very good opportunity for you to explore this place and get to know more about it. So I'm very, very thankful for the local representatives who were very kind enough to let me in and see around, because obviously they saw that I'm having genuine interest and they were very happy that I had come. And I would request all my viewers to please do visit this place. Restoration work is almost complete. According to them, it will take another maximum two more months, and everything would be up and running, including the museums and everything. So please do visit this place. Out here on the center of the frame, this is the copy of the copper plate actually, which you can see in the Behala Museum. Now it's time for me to head back to Malda, to my guest house, and this actually officially completes my tour of Malda. Thank you for being with me in this journey.